I just want to start off by saying it feels great to be back, doing what I love to do, playing the game of football. I had fun out there on the field today, and I realize being in the NFL, you have a responsibility to behave on and off the field, and I realized that. And if y'all have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them.
Riley, what went into the sensitivity training? What aspects were they working with you on? And
I just went out and seeked help. I talked to my family and seek some help. And I'm going to keep that between me and the others that are helping out. And but it went well.
How did you know you were ready to come back?
It took a few days, to be honest with you. It took a few days. It's been tough. It's been a tough ride. But I talked to Chip last night and this morning, and when he asked me, he said, "How do you feel? Are you ready to come back?" And I said, "Absolutely. I love being out there on the field. I love being out there with my guys. And Coach, I want to be out there today. The sooner the better." So.
How did it feel when you were on the field?
To be honest, it felt good. It felt great. I love being out there on the field playing football. That's what I'm. That's what I do, and that's what I love. So it felt good to be out there with the guys and catching and running and making some plays, and then coming up to you, supporting you, high-fiving you, chest bumping you like Jason Vaughn did in the end zone when I had that TD, and it just felt good to be back out here with all the guys.
Do you feel like you're here to stay, Riley?
I sure do hope so. And I'm gonna try each and every day to prove that, and just play as hard as I can, and play my game, and I want to stay here.
Riley, Chip said that you talked to, he thought every one of your teammates individually. What was the most important thing that you communicated to all those guys?
Yeah, I talked to everyone individually. I told them I don't want you to forgive me because that puts the burden on you. I want it all on me. And I told them that, and I told them I apologize. And they can tell it's from the heart. And they know I'm not that type of person. And it feels good to have support from the guys.
Did you feel like you get 100% support?
What's that?
Did you feel like you got 100% support from all the players?
I went in and I talked to everybody, and everyone seemed to support me.
What you're saying is you want to earn that respect back.
Absolutely. Just by my actions and what I do. Don't judge me for the past, more so the future. Just watch my daily, moves and what I'm doing. I talked to a few this morning, but primarily I talked to everyone before I left.
You say face-to-face on the phone or just
face-to-face?
Face-to-face.
So, Riley, what did the counseling consist of?
What's that?
Counseling, what did it consist of?
We just talked about the situation and how big this is, and I realized that, and I realized, how many people I've hurt, how many families I've hurt, how many young kids I've hurt, and that's what we talked about, the severity of it, and I completely realize that, and I take full responsibility for it.
How do you plan on juggling that moving forward?
It's going to be tough. No doubt it's going to be tough. I'm going to live with this every day for the rest of my life. So it's one of those things you can't let it affect your play on the field, and that's what I'm going to strive to do.
Is this counseling going to be ongoing?
I'll reach out, but I'm going to keep that between me and my family.
You said it felt good to be on the field.
Absolutely.
Teammates being supported.
Absolutely.
How was it on your first day back going against the Bears? Did you hear any feedback?
No, everyone was great. Everyone was great. It felt great being out there running around and making plays. It really did. And that's what I've told you guys many times. That's what I love to do. So it felt great to be back on the field and kind of.
Riley, did you have to pay particular attention to certain players that maybe you felt or had heard had more of a problem with what you said? Particularly, Sean McCoy did say that he lost a little respect for you after what you said.
No, absolutely not.
Will you be avoiding alcohol from here on out, or did they talk to you? Did they talk to you about that? Will you be avoiding alcohol from here on out, or did they talk to you about that part of it?
really touch on that, you know. But I'm not going to get into all we talked about. But you know, I'm just going to try to move forward, and hopefully people judge me from here on out.
Riley mentioned that this will be something you have to live with the rest of your life. How hard is that realization that, you know, what was a
It's
snapshot
tough.
in your life?
I mean, that's brutal, but that's reality, and it's going to be with me every day. And I think I'm going to think about it every day. I know I will.
Riley,
Yeah, of course, of course. When I had to talk to the team today, everything came out, and I had to talk to them. It was extremely emotional. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. To talk to my boys and talk to my teammates and tell them what I did and how I let them down. So, yeah, this is the most emotional thing I've ever been through.
Riley, have you thought about how it's going to affect the way opponents play you, and maybe now you got to have a little bit thicker of a skin out there, dealing with what you might get?
I know people are going to say stuff, but people have always said stuff. So you have to be the bigger man, and you have to have thick skin, especially in this situation. So I'm aware of it.
It's a short amount of time, Riley, with the counseling, just a few days and then you're back. How does it have an effect, just going just for a couple days?
It's always good to have someone that you can talk to, and they tell you and try to help you through something of this magnitude. So it was extremely helpful, and I got to see my family, which was extremely important for me, and just to let them know, for them to see me face to face, and let them know that everything will hopefully be all right.
Riley, look forward to more.